Hi everyone, welcome to the session. In this video, I'll be discussing about how to value closing work in progress in process costing. So basically, when units are partly completed at the end of a period, so there will be some closing work in progress. Okay, so how do you value these closing work in progress? So therefore, it is required to calculate the equivalent units of production in order to determine the cost of a complete unit. Okay, so we need to identify equivalent units. So therefore, it is required to calculate equivalent units of production, okay, to determine the cost of a completed unit. Okay, so we just can't take the total cost incurred on work in progress. Okay, so we can't take the total cost. Okay, so it has to be calculated proportionately based on the percentage of completion. Okay, so therefore we need to calculate the equivalent units. So what are equivalent units? Basically, equivalent units means it represents incomplete work. Okay, so which are used to apportion the cost between work in progress and completed output. Okay, so we need to identify the degree of completion on direct material cost, direct labor, and production overhead. Okay, then we need to identify the total cost. Okay, to determine the total cost, you need to follow these three steps. First of all, you need to calculate the equivalent units based on the percentage completion. Then calculate the average cost per equivalent unit. Then we need to prepare a statement of evaluation, which is the total cost based on the cost per equivalent units. Then the last stage is to prepare the process account. Okay, so basically, let's say, for example, let's say there are 500 units in the process. Okay, so the input to the process is let's say 500 units. Okay, so of which, let's say for material it is 100% completed, and for labor let's assume it is 50% completed. So therefore, if you take the input of 500, okay, on material 100% completed, so therefore your equivalent units will be 500 units. With regard to labor, of 500, 50% completed, this is the degree of completion, so therefore your equivalent value or the unit will be 250. Let's say your cost for material is 1000 and cost for labor is 750. Okay, so what is the cost per equivalent unit? So that will be, this is, let's say, rupees. So therefore 1000 divided by 500 will be 2 rupees per equivalent unit, and here 750 divided by 250, so which will be 3 rupees per equivalent units. Okay, so therefore the total cost will be 2 plus 3, that will be 5 rupees. Okay, so this is how you calculate the cost per equivalent units. Now let's move on to a question. Now you are given the process account, the material input 1000 units, and the cost is 62,000, labor and overhead 28,500, and the finished goods 800 units, and the closing work in progress 200 units. Now we need to identify the cost for finished goods and closing work in progress. So how do you value the finished goods and closing work in progress? And you are given the degree of completion with regard to finished goods. Okay, with regard to finished goods, material, labor, and overheads are completed 100%. Okay, with regard to work in progress, material is completed 100%, labor and overhead only 25%. Okay, prepare process account. Okay, now, okay, let's move on to the calculation part. First of all, you need to calculate the equivalent units. Okay, now let's take with regard to finished goods. Okay, so these are finished goods. Finished goods, we have 800 units. Okay, the total units 800. Then the closing work in progress. Closing work in progress 200 units. Okay, so these are the total units 1000. Okay, now with regard to materials and labor and overheads, so let's take the degree of completion. With regard to with regard to finished goods, okay, the material is completed 100%. Okay, so degree of completion is 100%. And with regard to labor and overheads, also 100%. Let's take the degree of completion first. Then, closing work in progress, material is completed 100%. So therefore, you can take 100%. However, labor and overheads only 25%. Okay, 25%. Now, let's calculate the equivalent units. So if you take finished goods 800 times 100, it will be 800. 200 times 100, it will be 200. So therefore, your total equivalent units with regard to materials will be 1000. Okay, and the labor and overheads with regard to the finished goods, which is 100% complete, 800. Closing work in progress, it is only 25%. So therefore, 200 times 25 will be 50. So therefore, the total equivalent units under labor and overheads will be 850. Now, what is the second step? Second step is to calculate the average cost per equivalent units. Okay, so first of all, we'll take the cost. The cost is with regard to material 62,000. Okay, so we'll take 62,000. Labor and overhead 28,500. Okay, then let's take the equivalent units. Okay. So with regard to material, we have 1000. With regard to labor and overheads, we have to take 850. So when you take that, then the cost per equivalent units will be 62,000 divided by 1000. That will be 62 rupees per unit. Then 28,500 divided by 850, that will be 33.53. Okay, so these are the cost per equivalent unit. Now, what is the third step? Now, the third step is to prepare the statement of evaluation. Okay, now the third step is to prepare the statement of evaluation. Okay, so first of all, we'll take the finished goods. So finished goods, the equivalent units were 800 and closing work in progress 200. This is with regard to material. This is 1000. And also we calculated under labor the equivalent units with regard to finished goods 800 and closing work in progress 50. Okay, so therefore the total equivalent units will be 850. So the cost per equivalent units for material, as we calculated, 62 per unit, and also closing work in progress with regard to material was 62. However, for labor and overhead, it was 33.53. So 33.53. So therefore, the cost for finished goods, the material cost for finished goods will be 49,600 and closing work in progress 200 times 62 will be 12,400. Okay, so that total cost will be 49,600 plus 12,400. So that will be 62,000. So this is with regard to material. With regard to labor and overheads, the equivalent units, finished goods, 800 times 33.53 will be 26,824. Okay, 824, and closing work in progress 50 times 33.53, so that will be 1,676. Okay, so therefore the total under labor and overheads will be 28,500. Okay, so what will be the total cost? The total cost will be 49,600 plus 26,824. So that will be 76,424. And this one, 12,400 and 1,676. For closing work in progress, that will be 12,400 plus 1,676. So that will be 14,076. So therefore the total cost will be 90,500. Okay, so this is the statement of evaluation. Now based on this, let's prepare the process account. Finally, let's prepare the process account. Okay, so the material input was 1000 units, which was 62,000, the cost, and labor and overheads, which was 28,500. Okay, so 1,000 and 90,500. Okay, then we had finished goods. We calculated, which was 800 units, and the total value 76,824, and closing work in progress 200, and we calculated based on the equivalent units 14,076. Okay, so that will be 90,500. Okay, so this is the answer for this particular question. So I'll be discussing more questions on closing work in progress and equivalent units. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye for now.